Talk is cheap, so they say. And usually, when you hear somebody say talk is cheap, they're referring to backing it up or, committing to something. Just don't do it. And that's absolutely true. I mean, James, the whole book of James is talking about, just don't hear what you hear and back it up by, expressing your faith in actions. But there's another side to this whole business about talk is cheap because talk can cost you something. It what people say can really hurt. In fact, I think sometimes what people say that's hurtful can wound you, and it's more hurtful than somebody that hits you over the head with a two before or punches you in the eye. I mean, words can destroy some people's self-esteem. If it's my conjecture that most people will remember bad things that have been said to them, things that have hurt them, that had really just ruined their self-esteem. In fact, I think sometimes when you're in a relationship, if you say the wrong words or you say hurtful words or words that are in anger, you can ruin that relationship overnight. And so it's important to think through what you say and be cautious what you say. It has some wisdom in what you say because talk really isn't cheap. It can really be an evil thing and can just really destroy so much. In fact, why James talks about it's sort of like a forest fire. I mean, you get to saying some things. Whew, watch out. Now there's a verse in the Bible I want to leave you with here today that I think that sort of emphasizes this. In Mark chapter 12, Jesus is talking about out of the heart a man speaketh, and it doesn't take you too long to know what a person's like, what his character is after listening to him talk for a while. But in Mark chapter 12, he begins to say in verse number 35, a good man out of a good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things. Now, you see, what a man what a man says is reflecting his heart, who he really is. In the next verse, he says here, and this is something really to seriously think about. In verse number 36, he'll say, "But I say unto you, every idle word." Now, I've always said an idle word is a word that's not guarded. I know that if you go in for an interview or you're in a serious situation, you're going to watch what you say. But an idle word is you're not really watching and you're not careful and you're not guarding it. What it's revealing, of course, is just who you are. And so what Jesus said, every idle word, the man is going to have to give account of in the day of judges. Watch your words. Words are not cheap. They can do a lot of damage. That's the thought for today. Think about it. Think about it before you say something. Talk isn't cheap. It can cost you, and it can cost others. See you tomorrow.